You are listening to Part 7 of the Daily Wisdom Pills series, 9 Rules for a Monumental Life.
Rule number 7 for living a monumental life, which is to be radically helpful. So I've pretty much brought you in under the kimono, so to speak, in this episode. So why don't I share one of my morning affirmations? And it's simply this: how may I best serve the most people? I'll repeat that again in case it's helpful to you. How may I best serve the most people? And that way I keep on recalibrating my mindset and my heart set and my health set in some ways and my soul set to live for a mighty mission that is larger than my own ego. My dad has been an incredible influence in my life, and I always want to give credit where it's due. And one of the things he always shared with me, it was the words of the Bengali poet Rabindranath Tagore when I was growing up. And Tagore said, "When you were born, you cried while the world rejoiced. Live your life in such a way that when you die, the world cries while you rejoice." So let's not be confused again about what's most important. Be radically helpful. Well, I'm an entrepreneur, Robin. How do I become radically helpful? Well, you create products that are at such genius level. They create revolutions of value for your customers. Well, Robin, I'm just a parent. Does this apply to me? Absolutely. Be radically helpful in the raising of those beautiful children that you have. So they go out into the world and they're not only great at what they do, but they have heart and they know how to listen and they can have a conversation in a world where a lot of people no longer, seriously, a lot of people don't know how to have a conversation anymore. Immediately they go right to their white screen of their technology. You might say, Robin, I'm a taxi driver in India or Colombia, or I'm a air conditioner technician in Tokyo, or I'm a manager in Stockholm. Does that apply to me? I'm not a humanitarian. Well, if you were to look at the dictionary definition of a humanitarian, it's simply this: one who is concerned for the welfare of humanity. And whatever your work is, the more you can say, how can my work be a service? You know, you're working in a grocery store, or you're a farmer. I love farmers. Your food gives people nutrition. Your food creates magic around the dinner table. And when you connect, I wrote a book many years ago, 20 years ago, called Leadership Wisdom from the Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And one of the first titles was Link Paycheck to Purpose. In other words, knowing your compelling cause. When you find a cause that's larger than your life, then you develop the emotional fieriness to take a bullet for your mission, which is how the great entrepreneurs and the great super producers do it. It's not cash, it's connection. It's not income, it's impact.